Today at the Table, we have somebody who has done so many TV shows that an interviewer once said, you've done every show that ever existed. And I know that because he was on Wizard Wars, a show that I participated on, and also he just showed me last night. I thought it was absolutely stunningly brilliant. He doesn't know I'm going to talk about it, but it's Fake Off. Fake Off.
Fake Off on TV, yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't watch TV. I don't even watch the show that I was on. In fact, my actor and comedian friends say, you know, we feel the same way.
We don't watch you.
We can't watch you either.
Yeah.
You see that coming. So having said that, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Canada.
Canada.
Am I pronouncing it properly?
I think so.
Let's go with that. It's Spidey. So
Thanks.
I want you to talk about either your TV shows or start off by telling them why Spidey. What's going on with this whole Spidey thing?
We're not going to talk about Spidey, so I'm choosing the TV shows, which I very much appreciate you mentioning. But Fake Off is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, please go check it out. Such a great show, not just for magicians, for all kinds of. It was a competition for all kinds of theatrical stuff that you.
It was actually like real magic.
Like real magic.
10 times better than what magicians do.
Yeah, and you know, it's like, as much as I appreciate the shout out, I was working with an exceptional team. I had two amazing magicians, Joseph Rome and Joel Myers, both of which competed against you on Wizard Wars. And we had the consultant Ryan Edwards, also from Canada.
Who won?
Well, Joe kicked your butt.
Which one's Joe? The guy
confetti.
with the red hair? Oh,
yeah.
That guy was good.
He's great. Yeah, he's great. I think he's watching right now, so hey, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
And Joel Myers, which we're not going to talk about what happened in that on Wizard Wars because I get emotional. And then Ryan Edwards, like I said, was our consultant. He's awesome. And we had such an amazing production team. But anyways, guys, go check out the Fake Off stuff. Okay. It was awesome.
So YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, just Fake Off or on our
But which
Facebook
episode do you look up for you?
Just put in Fake Off Surrealists. That was our team name. Or just find me on Facebook. I post, like, all that stuff is up there. Facebook, Twitter.
The whole social media thing's just a fad, so give it like a month. Get it all out of the way now.
Yeah, it's on its way out. I can already feel.
Yeah, but my MySpace account is working pretty well.
Yeah. MSN.
Your what?
You remember MSN? A little chat. No, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do some magic here.
So yeah,
I can't even joke with you about how ignorant I am. That's how ignorant I am.
Right? Yeah. Well, no. You know, I get it. It's confusing. Every week there's a new thing you got to be on. First it was Facebook, then you got to be on Twitter, you got to be on Instagram, and now you got to be on Tinder. You can't not be on Tinder. You know Tinder? You know Tinder. You don't know Tinder? So bear with me.
What's Periscope? You know Periscope? You're not on Periscope? What about Elemental P? You're not doing the Elemental P app?
He's making this up, right?
No, seriously.
There's no Elemental.
Are you messing with it's an American thing. You wouldn't understand, but keep going.
Can I expect a lot of those? You get 3 Canadian jokes. You're already two is already done. 2's up.
You know what I love about Canada?
Is that the whole list?
Wait, don't rush me.
Is that all?
Go ahead.
Is that all of it?
Is that one?
No,
actually, you know what I do love about Canada? You guys are you're like our attic.
Yeah.
It's like every once in a while we go up there. I mean, not often, but
we open up.
We go, look at all this. Yeah. Wow, I did. It's like cities and everything. Okay, that's 2, 1. Okay, let's go.
You have cities in your attic?
I got one more to go.
That metaphor fell apart right around when you said there's cities and everything. I was with you until you said there's cities. There's no cities in your attic.
There's no cities in Canada.
Yes, there are. His metaphor is crumbling. Look at him square him. I love it.
It's all about you. Oh, you told me you'd get that one in.
Yeah.
He did it.
There it is. We can expect
more
of
did
those.
it early.
Guys, there will be magic today, I promise.
This was from a movie.
No, it's not. He said, can you please caress my ear when...
Okay, you're opening Pandora's box. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, this is going to get awkward, guys. So today we're going to be looking at... I know that a lot of you know me as a mentalist. Today we're going to be looking at some of my close-up stuff as well, because I do make a living doing stage mentalism and hypnosis. That's 2 different shows, but I also do a lot of close-up gigs, cocktails and stuff. So we're going to
and you work a lot.
I do. I'm quite busy.
Yeah.
You know, which is a good thing. It's a good problem to have. So I'm going to be going over. We're going to start with a couple of stuff right out of my close-up routine, which guys, it's honestly a blessing to have a guy like this sitting at the table when I'm going through this, because he will instantly know how to make this better. And if it sucks, he will say, that sucks, don't do that one.
My job is not to tell you any of those, but if I see something, I'll share and we'll jam and we'll have some fun.
We'll be very happy to do that. And then after that, guys, we are going to go towards some really strong close-up mentalism, very practical, 3 pieces like that. Really minimum stuff you could do with borrowed objects that I do all the time. And we're going to close with a stand-up mentalism piece, which is something I've been doing in my show for like 10 years now. And this is something that if you're starting to do parties where there's like crowds of people and you need a nice stand-up piece, well, this will fit right in. So we're gonna do that.
And when he whips himself into momentum a little bit later, he's going to actually start talking fast.
Am I talking fast? I will slow down.
No, that's not a bad thing.
Okay. So
You keep me awake.
because I like performing for people that don't make me nervous, like this department, I'm going to ask the gentleman over here to come join me if you wouldn't mind. And your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, have a seat, please. And
Jordan.
I'm going to start with a piece that has, so I'm going to show you guys the original, and then we're going to move towards the variation that I created for this trick. So it's like I create a variation of my own trick, so we're going to do both. This is called Polaroid. I hope you enjoyed. This is my opener in cocktail settings. Jordan, do you know what this is?
Blank card.
Okay, you're a magician. That's not fair. Get the layman Jordan out. Jordan, layman Jordan, who's never done magic or doesn't even know what a Svengali is. Do you know what this is?
Piece of paper.
Yes. Good. It's actually a blank card, Jordan. Yeah, it's a blank card. This is what cards look like in the factory before they get printed on. The backs get printed first, so that's there. But the faces don't, so that's just blank. I like to look at it as a Polaroid, a space to create art on. We'll leave that right there. Jordan, if you don't mind, just reach in and take out any card and show it around. Show it to Greg as well. And go ahead and sign your name on the face of that card. Make sure I don't see it. I don't want to see the card.
He's going to look at the signature, but not the card.
Right. I don't even want to see the signature. Got it?
Yep.
Make sure it's dry. Great. And just go ahead and pop back there, and you can cap the pen. And we'll show the camera with the signature. We'll show everybody here. Yeah? Okay. So remember that with the signature. Yeah, that's a very unique card that we're going to place inside the deck. Now, as I said, for me, this is like more of an opportunity to create art. It's an empty space on which to work. I'm going to ask you one question. You have to answer me honestly.
Okay.
What was your card?
The Jack of Hearts.
What?
The Jack of Hearts.
Come on. Was it?
I can confirm.
You're kidding. Jack of Hearts.
Yes.
Jordan, wait for it. This was going to be a Jack of Hearts. Thank you. Yeah, no, that was going to be, they were going to print a Jack of Hearts on this.
Eventually.
They were. No, they were. I knew they were because it was the one right before the Queen and right after the 10, but they never printed it because I got it from the factory before they could print on it. That's not very good. Okay, do me a favor here. Just sign your name on the back of that card. What's that?
J and a diamond.
Oh, so your name is Jack of Diamonds?
No, it's just my favorite card.
Got it. Okay, so check this out. That's the blank card. That's the blank space. Check it out. Very carefully, very slowly, I'm going to do this so you can follow along. I want you to see that this is very slow, very deliberate. Like a Polaroid, I just shake. And if I get that right, it develops into not just any card, not just any Jack of Hearts, but your signed Jack of Hearts. Make sure that's one card, nothing's stuck. That is your card signed on both sides,
card,
yeah?
yeah?
Great. Thank you. Thanks.
How did you get two cards in one?
I know. It's weird, guys. I'm sorry. There was something off there, which in the explanation I will cover. There was something that didn't look as clean as it's supposed to, which I will cover in the explanation because
We didn't notice.
Oh, thanks. That's very kind of you. But I will show you what went wrong and what I'm supposed to
Okay.
do. So that was version 1. I will show you version 2 of that before we go into the explanation. Version 2 of that looks like this. George, if I stand up, is this okay? Yeah, okay. So
Because since you do it cocktails, you do it without a table. and
exactly,
with
without a table, and I'm a little more comfortable standing up because this is a little bit, there's a bit more movement here. So yeah, I must mention, when I do my walk around, I do have a little table that I bring with me, but it's mostly to carry my props, and I like to do things in their hands as much as possible, so this would be in their hand. Once again, Jacob. Jordan, I'm so sorry. Where did I get Jacob? My God. It's like you're messing with my mind.
you're going
I
very-
got the J. Jordan.
You're going very biblical here.
I am, yeah. Jordan.
Call me Moses.
Jordan, do you know what this is?
Blank deck.
Yes, it's a blank deck. Exactly. I'm surprised you know that term for such a layman. It's a blank deck. This is what the deck looks like before they print the faces. You see, not a lot of people know this, but they print the backs first. The faces come second. So first it's the backs, then it's the faces. So this is what a deck looks like in the factory before they get a chance to print on the faces. But it's okay. I'm a magician. See, so to me, this is an opportunity. I just give it a bit of a wave and the card develops. Not just the first one, but every single card in the deck actually prints instantly. Every card is now, oh, that's awkward. That was supposed to print. So I don't have 52, I have 51. It's okay though. You know, we'll do something else. That one's defective. We'll just do another trick. Name a card, any card. What card do you want?
Let's go with the 8 of spades.
8 of spades, 8 of spades. Is that a lucky card or just
I just thought of it.
8 of spades? We have the 8 of spades, 8 of spades. This is the 8 of hearts.
Ace or 8?
8? 8.
Oh.
You know what? I know what happened. I know what. You named the one that didn't print. You're so good. Are you a mentalist like me? Because I think you named the one single card that didn't print. That's amazing. It's okay. I know how to fix this. See, earlier I concentrated and printed 51 cards. I'll do the same with this one card. I'll focus all my abilities, my mana, on this one card. I'll do this very slowly. Watch, so that you know that there's no time to do anything weird. I take that one card and I focus. And that should print the 8 of spades. And now I have 52 cards and I can go into my next trick. Ta-da! Thanks.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Souvenir. Here you go. Put that away. So this is Polaroid.
By the way, sometimes I don't clap if there's only 2 people here because it sounds like.
Yeah.
So we got 10 here. Now,
Yeah,
so
we're good. We're good. Feels like a crowd. This is, I must admit, a little bit bigger than the audiences I'm used to performing for, so it's exciting. So this is stuff that I came up with a while ago. Using a blank backed card, which I thought there's a lot of really cool things you can do with this when you can blend that card in with the face of your deck. So Polaroid is something I filmed actually a while ago with Wayne Houchin on a project that we never released. And for me, there's something great about starting with this for the lecture because of the psychology of this line. Going up to a table and saying, do you know what this is? Which to me is a lot stronger than pick a card. Because when you go up to a table of people or a cocktail setting, you go up to someone and you go pick a card.
We've seen this before.
They've seen this. Exactly. These are the words of a seasoned pro. Oh, I know this one. I've seen this one. Oh, my uncle does this one. Oh, is this the one I saw on AGT?
Could you imagine going up to a musician, they start to play? Oh, we've heard that.
We've heard that. Exactly. The guy sits on the piano and you go, oh, I know this song.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
play it. So they may have seen this one, but I promise you they haven't seen this one. You know what I mean? So the second you go, hey, there's a question. Questions engage people. Do you know what this is? They don't know what it is. Unless, they go to Murphy's lectures, they don't know what it is. So do you know what this is? The answer has to be no. Or they could take a guess. It's an index card. It's a blank, whatever. So setup-wise, guys, very simple. This is called a blank-backed card, for those of you who don't know, available at Murphy's. Ding. It could come in a deck of 52. It's really inexpensive, and that will last you forever because you're using the same one again and again. Or you could buy a sorted deck of gaffs, and you will get one of these in there. So this is in my envelope.
Wait, you get it with what? Assorted?
They make this variety pack of you get some double backers, some blank faces, some double blanks. Murphy's makes that, yeah.
From where?
Murphy's at the table. Look, this isn't even in chased order. That's weird. So that's in your envelope. And in my deck, so here, the reason I messed up my thing earlier is because I recently changed this. On the deck, you have the matching card. So whatever is on the back of this, that's a jack of spades. You have that at the face of your deck. And then on top of that, you have another card. I recently changed that, which is why I messed up the handling a little earlier. But this is the way it is. There's the card that matches that. And then on top of that is another card. Okay? So I'm going to come up and I'm going to ask that question. Do you know what this is? Of course, I don't show the other side because they'll see this. You show this. Do you know what that is? It's a blank card. You explain it's a blank card. You say, see, they print the faces first. Now, watch how clean this is. If I add that indifferent card, okay, and I talk about it a little bit, so you forget that there was an 8 of hearts under there, look how cleanly I could display the back. I could do a double lift and then peel off that single card because I switched it. So the blank is now there. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Pretty clear?
of course.
So if I do the double lift, I go, no, this is a blank card. It's what they look like in the factory before they print on them. So now it's a very clean show.
You've shown the front, the back, and then it's
And
a persistence of vision of the same card.
Exactly. So I come back here, do the double back, and now I'm going to drop it and wrist kill at the same time because I don't want them to sense that indiscrepancy. So just like this. So that's there. Now I got to get rid of that bottom card, which I forgot to do earlier. So I'm going to double undercut that from the bottom to the top. I mean, most people should know what a double undercut is. I just somehow get rid of that bottom card. That's gone. Now, they pick a card, so it doesn't matter which one. Just go ahead and grab another one. Great, and they sign it. We won't for this one, just because I want to keep my deck for the lecture. So 6 of clubs, okay, that's signed. Now, you're going to do a bottom control that does not change this. So if you were, there's a lot of great bottom controls out there, but some of them shift the position of the bottom card. You don't want that. So I use the convincing control, which
Marlo.
It's by Marlo. I learned this in card college, but it's rather well known. It's just pretty much they put the card back, you grab another card, align it exactly on top, you're clipping it with the fingers like this, and when you go to show it, you're just calling it to the bottom as you bring this down, so that card's sticking out. Do I need to go more into this?
I think that was slow enough. They can always rewind that. That was pretty clear.
Okay.
Plus convincing controls everywhere.
Right. Just look up convincing control. And that pushes into the deck, so now it's at the bottom. Yeah? Now I'm going to take this white card, and as I go to get it, I am preparing for my double. I'm just getting a pinky break under that top card, just pushing over and getting that pinky break. I'm going to add the blank card over here.
With the deck face up.
With
a wrist kill.
Exactly. Okay. So it's like this. Exactly. It would be face up, but it's wrist killed. So I did reposition. That's important to say. After the control, I did reposition. Very important. Thank you. Now, the blank card's going to go on top over here, and I'm going to, well, there's that joke, which I think is hilarious for Layman. Like, what's your card? 6 of clubs? Come on, you're kidding. What? Seriously? That was going to be the 6 of clubs. That's hilarious, because it's like, what are you talking about? No, it wasn't. It's like, yeah, no, that was going to be the 6 of clubs.
And that's misdirection.
Yeah.
So get your pinky break.
Yeah. So this comes here. Remember not to do this, but more to come get it.
Yeah.
Now you're going to, now again, we get this beautiful, you turn it over, peel it back a little, you get that persistent, what would you call it?
Persistence of vision.
Persistence of vision.
Yeah.
So now they're going to initial the back of that, which I'm not going to do again because I'd rather keep the cards. So now you have this extremely fair display where you can do the single. Well, you don't want to do that because that's their card right there. So you have the blank, and you can peel it off like this and very fairly show that. Now, sometimes I'll, as I talk, I'll do it a second time, but I don't think it's that necessary. And now you shake like a Polaroid, and they see it develop. And this is an amazing opener because they've seen something. It starts with something they haven't seen and ends with something so visually beautiful and compelling. And in their head, if you do this right, in their head, they almost could feel like they saw that develop. That's what they'll remember. And
They
you
probably tell you that.
yeah, oh yeah. Get that all the time. I saw it develop. It was white and it was developing. That's just in the head. Now they get this, and it's they spend so much time trying to figure out how both their signatures got on the same card, because in their head they signed a blank card, no question about it, and now it's their card. What a great opener!
So it's fast, it's visual, and it's not the same old, same old.
Right, it's so different than anything else they've seen. So straight to the point. Killer opener. It's been my opener for years. It's the first thing I do when I go to.
Do you have a devoted deck?
No, because after, that's the other thing. After, if I go in to put something away or get something, if I palm that card off, first of all, it's the world's easiest palm because they don't see anything change. Second of all, the routine's over. And now if I go into my pocket and just ditch that, I've got a deck of 52.
So it just gets lower and lower. Oh, you add a new card each time? Because each time you sign it, it gets smaller and smaller.
Oh, yes, you're right. No, what I do is in my close-up set, I have a lot of signed cards, ripped cards, burned cards. So I do my deck does progressively get smaller. At the end of the night, I throw what's left away, and at the next
So there's two ways. It gets progressively smaller, or you let them see signatures after signatures. Which one do you prefer?
Progressively smaller.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't want them to see signatures in my deck.
I agree.
Yeah, especially because the back is signed too.
Yeah. It's a foreshadowing, and it looks like a graffiti deck.
Exactly. I don't like that. I'll get rid of cards, and by the end of my gig, usually my deck looks something like this, and I throw it away, and next gig, new deck.
Good.
Yeah.
And this is the type of thing that bears repetition. So if some guy follows you around and says, "Oh, I'm going to watch that trick again,"
They won't see it.
Yeah.
They won't see it. And they'll be like, it was a different card. It was a different card.
he'll
Yeah, which is great. Now, let's talk about 2.0 really quick. This is something that, where the hell did the Jack of Spades go?
Is that your kid show pattern?
Yeah. Seriously? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is version 2.0. This is something that when I did the first version, I was in Chico, California with Wayne Houchin, and I was just playing around with it, and we came up with this variation, which is interactive. It's fun. It's got a lot of beautiful visual moments. So you start with a reverse fan with the blank card at the face matching, and right behind that, you've got face up the matching card. So this is reverse fanned like this, which is beautiful for that blank look. This creates the assumption that they're all like that. So good, you know what this is? It's a blank card. Now you're just going to close that up and do a Hindu shuffle. Hindu shuffle, and you say, the backs get printed first. Now,
Wait, could you see those blanks when he was doing it?
No, I couldn't.
when I was doing
I think you're
this.
doing it for the camera.
Right, yeah. Right, if I was doing it to him, it would be like this, right? So, and this is great because you're not saying, look, it's blank. You're saying, this is what the backs look like before they print it. They print the backs first, you see, that's why the back is there. I'm never saying the front isn't, I'm just saying the back is.
Great.
So, there.
Their brain fills in the blanks. See?
Exactly,
See
yeah.
how I did
Oh,
that?
boom.
Yeah, see?
Boom.
See?
So now this goes to the bottom here, and here's what I do. I do another reverse fan, but towards myself, because sometimes when you do reverse fan, for some reason, you get something wrong. So I do it for myself, and then I display it. And I go,
You can correct it if you need.
yeah, exactly. Or opt to not show it. So I go like this, and I go, this is what the deck looks like before it's printed, but I'm a magician, so I see this as an opportunity. Now, I do a pass here. My pass isn't the greatest in the world, but for a layman, for something blank to go to...
It looks deliberate. It looks like the magic moment.
Yeah, exactly. So I do a
To
pass.
me, it looked like a fast cut.
Which
but-
is fine, too.
Yeah, because it just looked like you did something.
And then boom, there's the card. There's the first card. Now, don't underplay the fact that to them it's amazing that now you're going to show all the cards because they remember seeing a bunch of blanks. To us magicians, it's like, yeah, see, they all printed, but to them it's like, boom, one printed, now many printed. They're all there. Every single card is there. Every card printed, and oh, that's awkward. So now notice I'm in the perfect position.
Now, you're doing it without a table this time.
Right, it would be in their hand.
Okay.
That's awkward. Okay. Now I've placed the jack of spades at the bottom. Now I go, okay, you know what? That's a little weird. One didn't print, but it's okay. We'll do something else. We'll do something else. Here, name any card.
Let's go 5 of diamonds.
5 of diamonds. Now here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna look for the 5 of diamonds because it's normal. I'm gonna do something with your card, so I'm looking for it. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna call it. So the people at home, I'm just pulling it like this. Most of us know what a call is, and this is a very easy one because I see it there. Just call it, and then I pretend like I can't find it, and I go 5 of diamonds. Now I've got it at the top of the deck, and I go through again. I go 5 of hearts is there. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. Now, this isn't one where you need to absolutely show them that the 5 of diamonds isn't there. It's not that important. It's just I can't find it. I don't. You know what? I know what happened. I think you named the one that didn't print. You're so good. Are you a mentalist too? Little compliment there, you know. Now I'm going to double undercut the top card to the bottom. And that is going to position it under the jack of spades, ready for the Polaroid move. So I take this, again, same thing, get the pinky break, come here. I say, it's okay, look, I can rectify that. I just turn it over. You said 5 of diamonds. We'll just develop that a little slower. And now I have a full deck, and we can go on to the next card trick. Good?
Great. Fast visual. Which version do you prefer?
I will, in close-up, in Cocktail Magic, I will always do the first version because it's just quick, straight to the point, quick card change. This is something I do more in performance. Like if we're sitting at a table and there's people, because it's more elaborate, a little bit more story to it, a couple of phases. So in Cocktail, the first one, in performance, the second one.
Okay. And which do you prefer, stand-up or in their hands, or?
I like stand-up in their hands. There's no props between us. I love being stand-up because it
No
allows for
limitations.
that.
And you obviously, you didn't talk about this, but it's obvious to us, but elaborate on it, why you just probably do this to make it feel special rather than just pulling the blank card out of your pocket.
Yeah, you know, envelopes for me, especially black ones, there's elegance to this. There's something elegant about, you know, having that and then, you know, putting, you know, when a prop comes out, it's more important to them. Me saying, do you know what this is more important than, wait, where's that, you know, napkins falling out of your pocket, and like a bit of change clinking around. Hey, do you know, it's all crumbled up, you know. Plus, the other thing is, if I don't have it in my pocket, because I'm going to do a lot of double lifts with this, I don't want it to bend. And, you know, I want it to stay rather flat. So
That helps with the illusion of singularity.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
And you've justified your performance fee.
Exactly, yeah. This is why you're paying me the big bucks. Black envelopes, huh? But you don't know where to get that. Yeah, so for me, I just love the look of this.
Good, great. Jordan?